Our life is made out of days and nights. In order to maximize and optimize the quality of your night, you need to have that specific night routine. And in this video, I will provide you all of the necessary rules, tips, and lessons in order for you to have what you need to build yourself the best possible night routine that you could follow for the rest of your life. Just before I begin this, I want to mention that it is also important to know how to act when you are not able to fulfill your routine. Now, let's say that we have multiple cases. We have a person that comes back from work, from somewhere, and just has 1 hour before bed. Then another one who has unlimited time. And the last one that has absolutely no time and just has to go to bed to get some sleep. Let's begin with the first case. If a person has, let's say, an hour of free time, then of course he has to do all of his hygiene stuff. I would recommend to, in that last hour, to not eat, to not drink, to not do any physical activity, and to not watch at any screen. Of course, if you cannot do that, then for screens, you can use glasses that are anti-blue light, or you can even turn on your phone or whatever you use some filters from blue light or just a grayscale. I don't know, it's just something similar to these. And then after that, you need to, if you will eat something before sleep, if you really need to get in some food because you missed all of the other time you did not eat in the time before this, then you should at least not eat too much and not too many carbs, because these will give you a lot of energy and will lower your sleep quality. And then, of course, then don't drink too much, just enough. And that will be approximately it. Just now, let's come to the third case. If you have absolutely no time, here is where you have to do the essential things. And in those essentials, I would say do your hygiene. You can take a warm shower, which would cool down your core temperature, and do not take a cold shower because that one will just raise your internal temperature and will make you less sleepy. And the most important thing in that case would be to just try to calm down before you sleep. Try to do all of the necessary things that have to be done and just then calm down a little. And now let's move on to the case where you have plenty of time to set up your evening routine. I would suggest you to follow the 4-3-2-1 rule. 4 hours before your bedtime, you should not eat anything and not do any physical activity. Nothing that intense. Of course, you can for sure go for a walk, but do not go for a run, for example. Or you can do for sure some stretching or yoga. These doesn't matter. These can even help you fall asleep a little quicker if you weren't active during the rest of the day. Then comes the 3. And here you have to try to not drink 3 hours before your bedtime. That is why it is important to hydrate yourself throughout the entire day till those 3 hours before your bedtime. And that way you will not have that urge to wake up in the middle of the night and go to the toilet. Now the thing with 2 would correspond to no bright lights for 2 hours before bed. what you could do is use some red lights, or just keep all of your room lights on some very low luminosity, or you can use candle lights or outside light. Just don't use anything too bright. And then for the one, here is where during the last hour of your day, you should not watch anything on your screens. In that time, as I said, you can do some very low intensity exercises. You can also, of course, do breathing and meditation, which would help you calm down and fall asleep easier, also boost your sleep quality. You can also take some time and review on your day, do some journaling, or prepare for the next day and organize your schedule. And during that time, if you really want to use your screen, if you really need to use your phone, for example, you should, of course, put some filters on, and if you can, use some anti-blue light glasses. And that's about it. That is as simple as this. And if you follow this evening routine, if you follow these rules, you will be able to get some quality sleep. These are the easy tips to include in your own lifestyle that do not cost you almost anything, and that will bring you a lot of value to your sleep to the third of your life. Tomorrow, I'll talk about the best morning routines and the guidelines to follow for that one. See you then.